Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. It's me, Miss Shayla, the Dorky Reader, and today's video is the TBRJAR video where I get to pick all my books for the month of September. And this time around, I have something special in mind. Okay, so for today's video, my plan is I'm going to have the kids, as per usual, each pick a prompt from the jar twice, giving me 6 books from my kids to choose from. But in addition to those 6 books, I plan on using a system I just created via my tablet, and I have all these different spinning wheels set up where I can choose books on my cart or my shelves in different various rooms. And as I cycle through this system, you're gonna see how it goes. It'll help me kind of narrow it down. And then I have one special spinner called my Book of the Month spinner so that I can prioritize my Book of the Month books, because I get the subscription, I really like it, I want to read these interesting books, but I never tend to grab them for some reason. So I have a bunch of Book of the Month books that I got either via free libraries, my used bookstore, or I ordered them myself personally, and I'm gonna make sure that I get at least one Book of the Month book on a TBR each month to help me read through them. Okay, that's the start of my little thingy. And I think it'll round up because I'm gonna do my book selector spinners, 2 of them, plus that'll give me 9 books total to kind of work with in the month, which maybe will help me out of my current reading slump that I'm in, because I feel like I'll have these books that I want to read kind of, and then the books that are on my TBR, and I just haven't been gravitating towards them this month. It was a really bad reading month for me, and I'm gonna attribute some of that to the fact that it was like my kids going back to school, and this time of year I'm usually a little overwhelmed and stressed, and there were doctor's appointments, dentist appointments for all my kids. It just, my schedule was kind of choppy. So I think that's why I didn't read as much in August as I normally do. But anyway, I'm going to call the kids soon and have them pull from my jar. Okay, so let's get started. For my first prompt, Emma, Odin, Emma's coming. Okay, Emma's the first kid on the jar. Here we go. She's gonna run around the back, and she's gonna come over here. Hi! Okay, put your hand in, grab a prompt. Let's see what we get.
One from the bottom.
One from the bottom. Oh, that fell. Okay, one of those 2. Which one, the green or the purple? Purple? Okay. It says, a standalone book. That means it's not part of a series. Thank you, Emma. I'll look for it.
Bye, Mama.
Bye. Okay, so for standalone books, I have several books here to choose from. One of them being The Last Cuentista by Donna Barba Higuera. This book is supposed to be a science fiction book about a girl and her family traveling through space to find a new planet to kind of start over on, or something along those lines. Somehow, while they're on their journey, something happens to all the passengers except for the main character, where they lose their memory of what Earth was like before. And I'm not exactly sure on the details of any of this, but so it sounds kind of like it's going to have a mystery, and it's going to be science fiction-y, and we'll see where that goes. Another option I have is Remarkably Bright Creatures, about a woman who is, I believe her son and her husband are missing or dead, or something happened, and there's some kind of mystery involved with what happened to her son, and she befriends this octopus in an aquarium. I'm not exactly sure on the details. I have heard nothing but good things about this book. It's also kind of good because it still has that summer feeling, and right now it's kind of like the end of summer. I need to squeeze this in if I'm going to read it now. I think this is probably a high contender for what I need to do. To be honest though, I am in a fantasy mood. I really want fantasy and science fiction, and this is not going to be those things. It's going to be kind of more magical realism. Is that how you describe a sentient octopus? I don't know. But So that's a downfall. Another option I have is The Butcher of the Forest by Premi Mohammed. And this book is going to be kind of spooky, and I believe there's some kind of thing like where this tyrant or this evil ruler, his children are missing in this forest, and the only person who has ever survived the forest is then asked to hunt down his children for him or find them. And there's something supposedly kind of creepy about this book. So I don't know if I want to read this now or in October. It is short, which is great because that would be fantastic. And it's also featured on one of those Goodreads like little earn a badge things. So that's an option. I like that. Here are the ones I'm more excited about though, however. I have House of the Beast, which I recently purchased for myself. It's about this girl, and she makes some kind of bargain with some kind of, is it a god or a demon, where she like trades her arm to gain some kind of power so that she can get vengeance for her family. I don't know, it sounds kind of exciting. It's by Michelle Wong, and it's also got some illustrations in it, which I'm excited about. I love books with illustrations. Even if there's like not many, there's some in there, and just look at that, isn't that pretty? So I am excited about this one. I feel like it sounds pretty good. The other one I'm excited about here is called Hyo the Hellmaker by Mina Ikemoto Gosh. And I saw this at Books A Million, and I really wanted to give it a go. It's also got illustrations throughout, and supposedly it's like this cool Japanese mystery, is it samurai style? I don't know. It's gonna be like action-packed, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. I love books that have drawings in them. It really pulls me in. So there's that. And then there's Deathless by Catherine M. Valente. I've had this book on my cart for a while now. It was one of the, was it Owl Crate, or was this Fairy Loot? This is Fairy Loot. And I think it's one of my prettiest books that I own, so I'd love to give it a go. Just because that I feel like I haven't just bought a book just to be pretty. I'd like to read them too. So of those books, if I had to pick one to eliminate off the bat, oh man, okay. I'm going to eliminate, I shouldn't eliminate it. It's supposed to be really good, but like I said, I'm just not in the mood for this kind of thing right now. I really want some magic. So I'm going to take Remarkably Bright Creatures off my list for this month. Don't worry, I do want to read it, just not right now. And then I'm also going to remove The Last Quintista. I don't think those two sound like me right now. Okay, Deathless off the list. Getting rid of this one. It's between these two. Here we go, here we go. This is the moment. I choose you, Pikachu. I think right now, action-packed is what's calling me. I want something with lots of sword fights and battles, and I want to feel this cool Japanese samurai vibe, which I'm getting from this book. I think that's going to be really cool for me. Okay, next prompt. All right, prompt number 2. It's out of screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, come here. You're fine, you're not in screen. That one. Okay. You want to read it, or do you want me to read it? He's gone. A book with a map. That's what it is. All right, we'll go look for a cool book with a map. All right, for book number 2, a book with a map. I found one pretty quickly. I didn't even have to debate because I've been really wanting to read this book. And I'll show you the map first. This is the map, so I'm not lying. And I'm gonna read The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. At least I'm gonna try. My kids are back in school, so I'm really hoping that because they're back in school, I'll have some quiet time to myself to really absorb Abercrombie's writing style, because I really like it and I don't like being interrupted all the time, so hopefully I'll have more time this upcoming month to actually get some good reading done. Okay, next prompt. Heidi, will you come do a prompt? All right, I've got Heidi here and she's going to pull my next prompt for me. That one. And she drops it. A book with over 500 pages. Oh my God.
Give me the hard one.
Okay, we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, again, for this prompt, I was lucky. I have a book in mind for this prompt immediately because this last reading month was one of my worst. I didn't get to all the books on my TBR, and there were some really good ones there. Ones I really wanted to read. And this one in particular, I didn't pick up specifically because it was over 500 pages, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time this month to read more than 2 books if I don't read some shorter ones. So I skipped over Winter by Marissa Meyer, and I really want to read it. So this is a perfect prompt for me actually, and now I get to have this back on my TBR shelf, so yay me. Okay, next kiddo. Emma, will you come to pull another jar? Yay! Okay, here comes Emma. Okay, little hand. Pull me a good one. Pull me a good one. This one, what is this one? This one says, a book with an animal in the title. Ooh, that's exciting. That'll take me some time to find.
I love animals.
Me too. Thank you, Emma. Okay, so for books with animals in the title, I have several that I found. I found a lot with wolves in the title. That's a very common animal, especially with fairy tales and fantasy. Around the time I started wanting to read again and kind of building up my library for the first time, I remember coming across Amazon some books that were fairy tale retellings. So this book was featured. It's Curse of the Wolf King. So I've had this particular book on my shelf for a really, really long time. I also have For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. And I have, what's the other wolf one? The Gilded Wolves, which I think this one is kind of like heist-like, which will be very exciting, I think. I have The Fox Wife, one of my book of the month choices, but I plan on spinning that wheel later, so it kind of almost puts me off to it because I'll be like, maybe I'll get it then. So I'm gonna put this off on the side too. I have The Crimson Moth, which is really popular. I guess it's like a witch and a witch hunter romance. And here I have The Wren in the Holly Library. So this book is about a girl who makes a bargain with a monster, and there's kind of a post-apocalyptic world going on. At least that's what the vibe I'm getting. We'll see. Okay, I also have The Raven Scholar, which everyone is raving about. It's huge though, and look at my stack. My stack is huge. So far, all 3 of those are chunkies. I've got Winter, which is over 700 pages. I have The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. And I have Hyo, the Hellmaker, which is a pretty big book too. And then I'm gonna add, if I add something like this, it's gonna be nuts. But you know what? Looking at all these books, this is the one I'm most interested in. I wanna read The Raven Scholar. So I think, gosh, look at all these. This is nuts. There's so many good books here. I'm gonna choose The Raven Scholar and add that to my giant stack. And it's gonna be probably one of the taller stacks I've ever had. Because I'm adding, what is it? I'm doing 9 books this time, and then 4 of them are huge. Yay! Okay, here we go. Okay, I've got my son, and he's gonna pull a prompt for me. Book number 5.
Finished Never But Starting You, Book A.
I think he went backwards. Okay, a book you started but never finished. Okay, I can do that. I have some on my Goodreads app that show that I've started to read it and I never finished it. I'm gonna look through those and see what I can find. Okay, so on this list here, I'm gonna look through my Goodreads thing, and it says I have Assassins Anonymous, I never finished. I never finished The Ghost Bride. Ooh, Dreadful. Oh yeah, that one is one I really want to read. Oh, I also want to finish The Weary Traveler. That one was pretty good too. Dreadful or The Weary Traveler. There's more too on here. It's embarrassing. Oh, the Night Circus. That's too thick. I have too many thick ones right now. I should keep it to these smaller ones. Or I could finish that duology of Soul of Stars. Oh, there's so many on here. It's embarrassing. Okay, those are the options. But I think I'm going to choose. Dreadful sounded funny, and that would be good. But so did A Weary Traveler was also funny. Let me show you. But it has an ugly cover. Well, not an ugly cover. It just has one of those covers that looks a certain way. I'll show you. That's how it looks. I think you know what I mean. Like, it looks like a certain type of book, doesn't it? But it's funny. It's actually humorous because A.K. Caggiano, she has a really funny way of writing, and I like her humor. So that is an option, and it's not too thick. So The Weary Traveler could be good. However, it does kind of give an Oktoberfeld, like there's a haunted house almost, not haunted, but a magical house that's kind of weird and lots of weird people coming in and that kind of thing. Whereas Dreadful is funny as well. It's also funny. And it's like this wizard who's lost this bad guy who's kind of lost his memory and doesn't remember that he's this evil villain. I don't know, it sounds humorous. And I started it, did I start it this year? I can't remember. It is a little thicker looking. Let me see how many pages though. Actually, it's not too bad. Just over 300. And this one's how many? That's the deciding factor for me, laziness here. Ooh, 250s. This is shorter. Dreadful or this one? Well, I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like there was someone in the comments once that told me I needed to finish this. So it's gonna be Dreadful this time around. I'll get back to you, Weary Traveler, don't worry. Okay, for the final kid prompt, I need Heidi. Okay, here's Heidi, and she's going to pull her second prompt. And she threw it there. A book you have in special edition. Okay, that means it's gonna be a pretty book. All right, thanks, Heidi. Okay, so for special edition books, I have 3 books with me here. Again, these are some big books. Like, what is happening this month? This is gonna be nuts. Definitely won't be finishing the stack, that's for sure. Not that I had planned to. I kind of know that with 9 books on the table, I'm not gonna get to all of them anyway. But the special edition books I have, once again, I'm gonna feature Deathless, the special edition Fairy Loot or Owl Crate, I forget. I just said it too, I'm sure. Fairy Loot version of this story. It's gonna have kind of a Russian fairy tale magical thing going on with some historical elements. Then I have, this one is Illumicrate. An Illumicrate, the Jasad Air, which people have kind of told me if you like the Sword Catcher, you're probably gonna like the Jasad Air, and that definitely sold me because I love the Sword Catcher books. So there's another option. It's again a chunk, and then a 5-star prediction for me based on what everyone says about this book is The Will of the Many. I got this kind of special edition of the book. I know that the normal version is like a blue book with some pillars on it, but when I saw this kind of pretty yellow sprayed edges kind of version, I thought this would be really cool to get. So this is like the thickest of those, so that wouldn't be very good for me. I think I'm going to, I really want to read this, but not with that stack. Let me read the first line of each and see which one pulls me in more. I've seen some people do that. Oh, not the little author thing. Okay. 2 things stood between me and a good night's sleep. And I wasn't allowed to kill only one of them. Oh, and I was allowed to kill only one of them. Okay. And this one, let's see what this says. The first line in Deathless is, wood smoke hung heavy and golden on the shorn wheat, the earth bristling like an old bald woman. So that's kind of descriptive. If I go further, the apple trees had long ago been stripped for kindling, and the cherry roots long since dug up and boiled into meal. So this one kind of gives us kind of like a desolate, kind of not so nice environment. I'm gonna put that away for now because I don't know if I'm in the mood for that. I'm gonna go with the TBR as my special edition choice. This stack is outrageous. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so for the next 3 books, I created special spinners on this website. I think everyone has access to it via, like, you just go on Google, you do spinner wheel, and it's Wheel of Names is what I ended up using, and I saved several different types of spinning wheels. Oh, my cat's out the window. Let's see if I can get him in real quick. Okay, so I got Keith in. He's safe and sound. And here I have my Book of the Month spinner. I don't know if you can see it very well or clearly, but I'm gonna choose to press this button here and it will give me a result. I'm gonna shuffle it first, and then, without my blurry face in the way, we'll see what happens. Spin, darn you. There we go. I can't see what it says, so I'm relying on this here. Mexican Gothic. All right, here is Mexican Gothic, which I traded in a free library outside of my local YMCA or YWCA or YFC, whatever CA it is. Anyway, this is going to be kind of a Gothic tale with some family drama. I'm not exactly sure, probably a mystery, and so it'll force me to be in that non-fantasy zone, but I'll try to get through it. Maybe there is some magic in it. I need to look it up, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it after I've read it. Sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone is a good thing. As you can see, I have it separated by 3 different things. One is cart A, one is cart B, and one is bookshelves. So we're gonna just hit that spinner and see where it lands first. So for this first book selection thing, it says cart B. Now this is what I'm gonna do, just as a heads up. I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna choose 3 books via this system. And then of those 3 books, I get to choose my favorite of the 3 to pick for reading. That's a way for me to avoid putting something that I'm really not interested in reading right now, like maybe, I don't know, Jane Eyre or something. I don't think I'm in the mood for that right now. Don't knock over the camera. Go that way. So anyway, so cart B is going to be for the first book. We're going to close this off and we're going to shuffle and then we're going to spin again. The second book is going to be located on cart A. Woo, sis. Okay. And then we're going to shuffle for the third book. And the third book, Keith, is going to be located on, stop licking my hand, it's so gross. On the bookshelves, one of each. What part of my cart? And I have it by row 1, which is the top row, row 2, the middle, row 3, the bottom, and back of the cart. So, because I have so many books stuck on these things. So here we go, cart B. Ah! Stop. On the back of cart B, that's where the first book will be located. Let's figure this out. Okay, now I'm gonna open cart B back row. Ah, I'm being catted. I love you, dude. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. Look at this guy. He's so cute. Okay, go down there. He's gonna get me all hairy. Okay, cart B back. And here I have listed all the books on the back of cart B. And I'll shuffle it real quick and then spin. Everyone should have a cat. I swear to God, they're the best. Oh, my camera light just died. It'll be all right. And it landed on free choice. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Okay, so I'm totally shaded now on this side, but we're just gonna roll with it because that's what I've got going. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm gonna turn on a different light. Okay, so the back of cart B, and it's a free choice. Okay, these are the two I'm thinking. One was in a previous choice selection and I passed it by, but it is super short, which would help me. And the other one is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which people say is like a breeze to read and might be something I could read, and if I didn't like it, I couldn't unhaul it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do The Butcher of the Forest by Preemi Muhammad. I think that right now, looking at the stack, I desperately need some shorter books. And we're gonna spin it and see what part of wow, I can't talk. What part of cart A? And it says row 2. Spin that and we'll see what happens. Scythe! That was on a TBR and I didn't read it. So maybe it's destiny telling me you need to read Scythe. Okay, it says Shelf Chooser. And I have all my shelves listed, including bedroom shelves and behind the couch bookshelf and everything. And we're just gonna go ahead and spin because I have them numbered. Shelf 3, that's easy. It's like right over here. You can't see it, it's off screen, but I go top is 1, 2, and 3. So it's gonna be the color black, the book. Ding, 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 ding. I wish I could see it. The Hazelwood. Okay, that's like one of those really books I've had on my shelf forever. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so here it is. This is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. It's a book I started a very long time ago and I lost interest in because it wasn't very as magical as I was hoping it would be. I have Scythe here and Butcher of the Forest, and of these three I am going to pick the Butcher of the Forest. It is a smaller book which will help me get through my giant TBR this month and maybe help me catch up with my reading numbers, which are always at a deficit. It feels like I caught up and then I sank back down. So here we go. Here's where do I even start? And I'm gonna spin the spinner. And where does it land? Book 1 will be on the bookshelf. Book 2 will be on cart A, and it says cart A. Okay, so 2 from cart A and 1 from the bookshelves. Shelf 7. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's right behind me. How nice. I don't know if you can get a good look at it. But we'll see what's on shelf 7. The first choice is, this looks like a long title. I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you. Another non-fantasy. Let me go grab it. Dun, da, da, da. It looks really cringy, to be honest. I'm not sure. I think like I saw a different cover of this book that appealed to me more. And then when I ordered it, this showed up and it made me think, oh no, okay, this is gonna be very like high schoolish, it feels like. So, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta read the ones you don't think you're gonna like and you A, find that you love it, or B, you get to unhaul it, which is also good for my bookshelf space because I obviously have too many books. First part of the cart will be slowly reveals itself. Row 1. Okay. That's like the best. I put on row 1, cart A is like top tier books. And there's a few of them in my stack already, so that's gonna be interesting. I probably have to double spin until I get one that's not in my stack already. So it says another row one. Oh my gosh, am I gonna read all my row one books? Look it down here. And it says, best served cold. Oh my god. I'm laughing because the size of these books is insane. There is no way. That's one option. And the other one, I put it right on my stack though. Did you see how I did that? Because I really want to read it. And the next one is free choice. Okay, of these. Oh man. Do I want to put that there? Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? Everyone's been telling me to read this. But it's so huge. I think it's gonna be Project Hail Mary. I've had so many people tell me to read this book in real life and online. It's been suggested time and time again by my favorite booktubers. I think it's time I actually gave it a go. So Project Hail Mary. And even though this one I think I'll like more, I already have one Joe Abercrombie book in my stack for this month, and I want to make sure I get to reading that. So you're going to decide. I know it's sad, and I'm probably not going to read this. Even though this is shorter, it will probably be good to get in that giant stack. I'm going to put this one in here instead. Okay, guys. I have to show you this because this is insane. Oh my god. Look at the size of this stack. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books for the month of September, because September's the 9th month. I thought that would be charming. But anyway, I guess I'm crazy and I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it. But let's go over what I picked just one more time to kind of give me a little, whatever I'm gonna call it. Okay, so I have a standalone book, Hyo the Hellmaker by Mina Ikemoto Gosh. I have a book with a map, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. I have, if I can pull it up from under there, a book over 500 pages, Winter by Marissa Meyer. I have, what was next on this list here? 500 pages. A book with an animal on the title, in the title, and that is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. I have a book you have in special edition, The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashim. And a book you've started but never finished. Again, my battery died. This is how long this video is. I'm gonna have to do some major editing. Dreadful by Caitlin Rozakis. And then I have, via my Book of the Month spinner, Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And using my own little spinner bookshelf, whatever, I have 2 book choices that I landed on. One, The Butcher of the Forest by Primi Muhammad, and Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Is it Weir or Weir? If it were German, it'd be Weir, wouldn't it? I could be wrong. Anyway, all of these books combined are going to be a really good time. I hope you guys have a fun time choosing your own September TBRs, and I'm going to watch all the BookTube TBRJAR pickers I can, because I like to do that and support all of you other booktubers. So if you've got your own BookTube channel, put it down below, and you know, I'll watch it or try to watch it and all that jazz. I'm also a little bit excited right now because I'm a huge Stray Kids fan and they got a new album out. So I've been watching the video for Ceremony like on repeat, plus I've streamed the whole album like a bunch, so yay. Anyway, I guess that's it, and have a great day. Bye.